Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to AFC Game by Game. This is my very brief preview for the game tomorrow against Bournemouth at the Emirates Stadium. A massive, massive opportunity for us to get back to winning ways after a couple of disappointing results and performances. I think we're all left feeling very deflated after what was a very disappointing outcome in the game against PSG. Not Arsenal's best performance and certainly not the result that we were after. So as I say, it's a big chance for us to get back to winning ways. And in the league as well, the disappointing performance against Manchester United, fantastic result, but wasn't complemented with a good performance. The game against Spurs, disappointing results and performance. And I think it's important that we go into this game against Bournemouth really from the get-go, trying to get an emphatic, comfortable, convincing win. I want to see a really good, exciting performance from Arsenal in the mould of the game against Basel, in the mould of the game against Chelsea. We need to be putting and distributing a very exciting game. I think it's important that the fans, get into a position where we can actually get off our seats and be excited from what we see from Arsenal, because we haven't seen that since the absence of Santi Cazorla, and we can't just continue to depend on Santi Cazorla in terms of our midfield play, in terms of linking up defence and attack, because it's more than that. I think it's just telling of how Arsenal tend to be at this stage in the season. It's a mentality thing. We've got players in there that should be capable of lining up in the midfield and linking defence and attack and making Arsenal's style of football a lot more interesting than it has been in the past couple of weeks. I think we've been a bit inept with our team lineups as of late. I want to see an exciting lineup from Arsene Wenger. I want to see him distribute an exciting Arsenal team. Players like Oxlade-Chamberlain, Granit Xhaka, I want to see them come into the starting 11. I want to see a fresh approach. And on that note, a lot of people have been crying out for us to adopt a 3-4-3 formation in this game, with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain and Kieran Gibbs playing as wing-backs. And I'm all for Arsenal making some sort of change within the team. I think it's important that we do have fresh approaches every now and then. But with a 3-4-3 formation, I think it's very important to consider the only reason that a lot of people are crying out for that is the fact that Chelsea have changed to it. And, they've won 7 on the bounce or whatever. They haven't conceded a goal. And, yeah, it's working absolutely superbly for them. But let's not forget, they've got Antonio Conte in charge, a manager that has got years and years and years and years of experience playing with a 3-4-3 formation. How many times has Arsene Wenger lined up with 3 at the back? None, from what I can remember. So to go into a game, a must-win game against Bournemouth with a 3-4-3 would be, I wouldn't say suicide, but it'd be very untested. And if we are going to do that, we've got a game against Southampton where we've got an opportunity to do it. But will Arsene Wenger line up with 3 at the back in any fixture as Arsenal manager? I think it's extremely, extremely unlikely. So I wouldn't get your hopes up about Arsenal playing 3 at the back anytime soon. But it's a nice idea. And if we did have any other manager in charge, it'd be very open for us to try it. But in this game on Sunday, as I say, it's important we go with an exciting lineup and get the best of this Bournemouth side. But it won't be that straightforward. Bournemouth are playing they're playing us at a good time. I mean, we're not in the highest of spirits. They are. They've just had a great win away from home at Stoke. Eddie Howe is employing some fantastic football within their ranks. They've got some very good players like Harry Arter, Benik Afobe, Jordan Ibe. Got some very exciting talent. Callum Wilson. A very exciting front line on their day can cause any defence problems. So it is going to be a difficult game for the likes of Mustafi and Koscielny, who have been rather unconvincing as of late. So they've really got to tighten up at the back. And it really is going to be a test for our back line, but I'd hope we'd keep enough possession to keep Bournemouth at bay. Now, of course, the big talking point is Jack Wilshere, who has done very well at Bournemouth in the past couple of weeks. I mean, he had a bit of a slow start there, but man of the match away from home at Stoke. He's starting to put in more and more convincing performances, looking like the Jack Wilshere of old. And I'm really pleased for the guy to be starting week in, week out for Bournemouth. He said that he wants to see Bournemouth win this game. Arsenal fans on Twitter absolutely livid about that, but he's a Bournemouth player. You've got to respect that he wants his chosen club to win the game, so I don't know why people are getting so wound up about that. Fair play to Jack Wilshere. I'm looking forward to him coming back in an Arsenal shirt. I mean, if he can get a full season under his belt at Bournemouth, he's going to be an asset to any side in the league. So I'm very pleased to see him getting regular football. And would he have gotten into this Arsenal side? I think at this current moment in time, he definitely would. But no one could have predicted that Santi Cazorla would be out for this amount of time. We only thought he was going to be out for about 2-3 weeks, but it's coming up to 2 months now that he's been out. So, I mean, the thought of a Coquelin and Wilshere pivot, oof, that's exciting. That really is exciting. But sadly, it's not something that we've got available to us at this moment in time. But Wilshere's been integral to the way Bournemouth are playing. They're definitely going to miss him in this game, and we've got to be taking advantage of that in this match by winning the midfield battle. The team that I want to see Arsenal play, Petr in goal, Hector Bellerin. Oh, I missed the guy so much, but of course we haven't got Hector Bellerin, so it's going to be Cole Jenkinson at right back, unless we opt to play Oxlade-Chamberlain there if we really do want to go for this game, but I think that might be a little bit drastic to play Chamberlain at right back in this match. So I'd be going with Carl Jenkinson, who I thought had not a very good half, but a sturdy half against PSG. Certainly got involved in the game more after what was a very disappointing first half from Carl Jenkinson. So for me, Carl Jenkinson slots in at right back. Mustafi and Koscielny pick themselves, but they have to be a lot more convincing than they have been in recent weeks. I'd be happy with either Kieran Gibbs or Monreal, but I was very happy with Gibbs' performance on Wednesday, so I'd probably look to put him back in the team. We'll continue him in the team, should I say. And then in midfield, I know it's slightly controversial. I know it is hard to leave Coquelin out, but I do really want to see us go for this game in the midfield, and we do need to have that link up from defence to attack, and I do want to see Aaron Ramsey and Granit Xhaka start this match. Ramsey was nowhere near as poor as people are making out in midweek. I thought he had a very good game, and with Granit Xhaka alongside him, I think those two will complement each other really nicely. They've got similar attributes, and I think they should work well as a pair in midfield. Of course, it isn't the most defensive of options, but it's Bournemouth at home. We've got to be winning this game. We've got to be winning it well. I think Granit Xhaka has shown that he's very capable of being deployed in front of the back four. And if those two can interlink in the way that I hope they would, you know, in a box-to-box sense, then, you know, I think that should work really well for us. On that right-hand side, I do want to see Theo Walcott come back into the team. I was disappointed not to see him start against PSG, but he's been integral to our attacking play this season. Let's not forget how well he played against Chelsea, Basel, and how fluid our play has been with Theo Walcott in the side. So Walcott on the right-hand side, Ozil through the middle, of course. On the left-hand side, it's time to give Oxlade-Chamberlain a start. Iwobi was I thought he was frustrated against PSG. Certainly not our best player on the pitch, and Chamberlain's just proven how integral he can be off the bench. So I want to see Chamberlain start on that left-hand side, and then up top, Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, Giroud's got a good case to be starting this game, but the style of football we play, with Sanchez up top, with Walcott on the right, with, you know, either Iwobi or Chamberlain on that left-hand side, it's so much more fluid, it's so much more exciting, it gives Ozil so many more options, it's not static, it's not boring, it should be very fluid, and it should be a very exciting performance from Arsenal if we are to line up in that manner. Of course, then we've got the option of Olivier Giroud to come on, we've got options such as El Nene, Coquelin, etc. off the bench, you know, if we do need to see this game out. So yeah, I mean, it's that's the lineup I want to see. An exciting one from Arsenal and a big performance. I just want to see us get back to winning ways. I don't want a scrappy 1-0 win. I don't want us to be dropping points at home to a Bournemouth side that we really should be having a beating of. You know, we've got West Ham away next week, which is going to be a difficult game. But, I mean, it's also got potential for us to get 2 wins on the bounce and for us to have 2 good performances. So, yeah, hoping for, you know, I'll go for a 3-0 win for Arsenal tomorrow. I don't think it will be that easy. I think it'll be more of a 2-0 win, but let's just hope for a good performance. At the end of the day, if we put in a good performance in the score, it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, guys, please do get your thoughts and your score predictions in the comments box below. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to AFC Game by Game, and I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.